Hi, I'm Alex McKinnon, the founder and CEO of Kin, and I'm really excited to be here today with one of our best friends in the industry, Jennifer Wolf-Pierson, and she has so many different superlatives. I will try to summarize, not necessarily the way she would describe herself. She is the general manager of ABC Pet Resort in Houston, Texas. She also co-leads a pet care boot camp. She also helps out some of her colleagues at an outfit called Turnkey, which is some of you know Al and Suzanne Locker would be familiar with them. They're great people. She also is an amazing thought leader and she's a speaker. She speaks at most of the industry conferences. And most importantly, unlike a lot of people, I mean, yes, she's been in the industry for quite a while, so she knows its history. She knows where it is today, but she also has a very good eye on where it's going in the future. And one of the reasons we're so excited to talk to her today is Ken is launching now a new product, Ken Kleanbowl slow feeder. And for those who haven't seen it, this is what the sugarcane fiber refill looks like. And when you put this stainless steel frame on top, which happens to be the same frame as you use for a 32-ounce bowl, it makes it spill proof. And to be fair, Jen was really one of the people pushing us for over the past 2 or 3 years to do this. And we were probably not as fast as we could have been, but she certainly helped us get on the right track. And we're excited to be here with her today. And Jen, I guess my first question, since you and I have been talking about this product for probably 2 to 3 years now, is what's the number one reason that you're excited about this product?
Alex, first, thank you for asking me to come and chat with you about these because I am really excited about them. When you sent us the samples, we flew through them in, I think, 3 days, 2 or 3 days. Team's really excited about them as well. Really, the number one reason, which is the number one reason for all of the Kin products, is for us, the number one reason is the time saving. Dishes take forever and nobody wants to do dishes. Nobody. It it just it's that last thing you want to do during the day. And then on top of it, to need to do it by hand to make sure it's actually done correctly. We all know that those dishwashers just do not get warm enough, hot enough to fully disinfect. So it's a huge time savings for us. Those slow feeders, we all know what they look like. There are so many nooks and crannies, and it's so difficult to get in and make sure that we have every one of those things out. Because remember, you have to clean first, and then you can disinfect. There's really absolutely no point in disinfecting if it's coated in slobbery slime or food and all of that. It's not going to get out underneath that. So the number one reason is time. Those slow feeders take forever to clean.
Well, thanks very much for sharing that insight. And do you have a rough comparison of how much time you used to spend on, or you have spent on ordinary slow feeder bowls versus these refills?
Yes. So, well, there's two points I would like to hit on that. So first, it's all about cost savings too. We are no longer replacing chewed slow feeders. Like, you put it down and those plastic ones, the ones that are kind of worth anything, the first dog that gets it is chewing on it and they just look so junky so fast. And we're constantly replacing them because that perception of cleanliness, they're clean, they're disinfected, but if they look chewed on, that pet parent is going to assume that the hygiene is not where we want it to be. So that is extremely important. So when it comes to time savings on this specific product, I think it's going to depend on a few things. How you allocate who needs slow feeders is a big one. We here in Houston probably 30% of all of our dogs are bully breeds. So the brachycephalic, the smush nose breed. And we find that it's extremely important to make sure that those dogs are fed using a slow feeder, especially in an environment that's not home, something that they're not used to. So aspiration in those particular breeds is on the rise. It has been for the past 6, 7 years. You can talk to the vets about it. They're seeing more and more cases. So we want to do anything that we can to try and prevent that. So for us, since 30% of our dogs are brachycephalic, 30% of our dogs have to have slow feeders. That's our policy. And that's why I came to you because I think you were doing the math and you're like, you have 100+ runs at this many bowls every day, you're not ordering for all of your dogs. And we weren't. So we find that about 10% just find a way to destroy it. They just play it with it, they treat it as a toy. But then we have that other 25 to 30% that we're using slow feeders on. So that really, really filled that need for us.
And is there a so time and health and all that, that makes a lot of sense. Is there another reason that comes to mind that you and your team are so excited about the slow feed refills?
It's just about being able to really health and being able to do provide the same um quality that we are for those that don't need the slow feeder. We know that it's clean. We know that it doesn't smell of chemical. And when it smells of chemical, and if you're disinfecting or cleaning properly, it's going to smell of chemical no matter what you do. Their appetite level is going to go down. They're not as interested in drinking. So being able to provide this tool to help care for these dogs is just going to improve health across the board, and we're really excited about.
And well, thank you for covering all these important benefits. Is there any last message that you might have for any other um, pet care leaders like yourself or people who just want to make their resorts that much more innovative and progressive?
Yeah, don't be afraid to try something, right? If you see it and you've seen it at the trade show, it's something new, or maybe it's something that you're just a little skeptical about, try it. Is you This product's a great example. We test everything here in the resort. If it's new and it comes on the market, we pull it into the resort. It helps us, but it also helps our consulting clients or our build clients. And we met Alex in 2017, and he was new at IBPSA. Was it 17 or 16? 17.
Yep.
Um, and we did our test, and I pulled enough to fill our VIP rooms, and rolled it out to the team. And when you roll something out new to employees, generally it's just assume it's going to take 2 weeks, right? They're going to have some pushback no matter what, just because they don't like change. None of us like change. I hate change. I don't want to change anything. Um, but so I was expecting to kind of have to be like, did you try the bowls? Did you try the bowls? Did you try the bowls? And I handed it to them on a Friday. And when I came back on Monday, they had all 200 plus stainless steel, like stacked. Like, who do we get to donate these to? It's like, whoa, we have 20. We don't have 200. But you just never know how quickly something can help adapt or help until you try it. So, it's awesome. There's a test kit that you can try. A lot of these companies and vendors that go to the shows, they're going to have opportunities for you to do things like that. Maybe test the product, or a local facility that might already have it so you can go see it function. Always try the new thing. Don't be afraid to innovate and change. Because if we don't, then we'd be stuck in the 90s. And we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that we change and we evolve with the industry.
Thank you for your great words of wisdom, Jen. You've been spectacular as always, and thank you for being with us today.
It's always fun to chat with you, Alex. I can't wait to see you again soon.
Thank you.